It's already Thursday again. I've got to say again. Let me just get this microphone a bit nearer. Uh, it actually felt that this week was flying past us. I don't know why.
Indeed.
The one sad thing. I don't know if you saw the sad thing. It's getting later light
Night later.
or light later. We're still in the dark in the mornings when we leave home sometimes.
Yeah, and it's a
Uh,
little bit chilly in the
yeah, it's
mornings.
slightly bit surely the stuff is changing on the island. And that's sad to say. It is happening. So, all right. This morning I thought she roasted me last week and she actually thought I'm going to roast her back. But I thought, no. Let's talk about shopping and online shopping. Because that's something that may I say the species name, that women love to do.
In our house, it's just the opposite.
Now, you're the one that's always telling me you got to go and do this and that.
But it's not for me, it's just for the house.
Ah, it's for the house.
Mm.
Okay. But let's talk about shopping. There's a lot of people um, that do shop. Um, no, I mean, a lot of people shop. There's
Yes,
some people who.
everyone shops.
No, there's actually people who hate shopping. You can walk past in the malls. You walk past them, you see this group of grumpy old guys always sitting outside the malls. But sometimes I'm sitting amongst them.
You lie.
So I think myself and Mariska's shopping ways differ quite a lot. She's more the type of hands-on person. She goes into the shop. She likes to feel, touch everything, and buy nothing. Why would
You
you do
see?
that?
Because then I don't spend any money. I see everything that's beautiful, but I just don't
But
spend the
I
money.
struggle. I struggle to understand that. Okay, let me.
It's a woman thing, you
It's a
won't
woman thing.
understand
So, um, I like to buy certain stuff online. There's a reason why, because I can play around with the figures. I can play around. I can go on Google. I can do my research, especially fishing stuff and stuff for the boat and stuff for our camping and our trips and so on. I like to compare prices on a wide basis because we are actually fortunate in New Zealand, and I'm talking real fortunate. The other morning, I bought stuff for my boat. Some of the stuff I had to buy a whole kit, but I couldn't buy the kit as a unit, so I
it.
had to buy pieces of the kit. So one part was in Auckland, one part was in Canada, and then the other part I don't even know where this was.
Mm.
But this came from, I know it stopped somewhere in Singapore.
Okay.
All right, Auckland arrived about 3 days later. The day thereafter, the Canadian part arrived, and the day thereafter, the part from wherever slash through
Yeah.
Singapore arrived. And this was in 4 or 5 days. I had everything that I wanted to do. I was actually thinking this morning that the one time I ordered stuff, well, not the one time I ordered a few stuff from AliExpress in South Africa, and I actually got my money back. And a year later, the bag is lying in my, is lying in my. A year later, the bag arrived. It was physically 1 year later the bag arrived.
Mm.
I haven't had anything like this yet in New Zealand, to be quite frank.
Mm.
Um, I buy from AliExpress, I buy from Smiths in Australia, and so forth. So but let's go back to physical shopping.
Mm.
You buy a lot of stuff based on the shop, not what you buy. Is that right? That's how I sum you up.
What you
You
need?
like to go to a certain shop,
Yeah.
and then you shop there.
Yes.
You'll basically buy most of the stuff there.
Yes.
Why?
Because that's where I buy my food.
But is there a specific reason why?
Because it's the cheapest shop. I go there and I buy the
Okay.
food.
No, I'm just asking. I find this very very interesting because um, and this is man versus woman actually as online shopping versus normal shopping.
I know a lot of women grocery shop online or like click and
Mm,
collect. I just feel, or they have it delivered or whatever. I suppose that you spend less money if you do it that way because
probably,
then
yeah.
you just click whatever you need and that's what gets delivered. But I feel that I keep on top of things if I'm actually in the shop. So then you can see. the different
Mm.
varieties with your eyes, not just on paper or on the screen. And I don't know, in my mind, I always feel if they pack your stuff for you, they take the oldest stuff and put that
Oh
in
yeah.
for you, and the fresh one stays on the shelf. So that's just the reason why I do it. That's why I can choose my own meat. I can look
Mm.
at it and see, okay, I want this packet or what. So I just like, and I don't mind grocery shopping. I
Uh,
actually enjoy it.
do you use the shopping list?
I do.
Okay, and do you stick to that?
No.
Okay, but you basically, I've checked through the
Mm.
shopping baskets as they're coming. You basically buy roughly the same stuff,
Mm.
more or less.
Yeah.
Okay. Has price gone up?
Excuse me.
Has price gone up?
Yes, quite a lot.
How much?
Well, I think we spend an average of $30 to $40 a week more
More.
than
Mm.
about, what shall I say, 5 6 months ago. I told Jan when I went shopping on Monday last week, I bought milk at Pack and Save for 179 or 189 or
Okay,
something, and
that's
it's
a liter.
now, it's a liter. It's
Yeah.
the long life milk, and it is now 218.
Jeez.
It makes quite a difference
Yeah.
to your basket in the end.
And then you got a budget for this because I mean
Yeah,
these increases. I mean you just can't just go on.
yeah. So it's all the stuff that you really like. The butter. Butter went up
Mm. All
quite
the
a
stuff
bit.
that you use on a daily basis.
Toilet paper went up almost $2 a packet.
Really?
Mm.
Goodness me.
Yeah, so stuff is really getting. I can understand it's now probably to do with the war and the petrol and I don't know whatever else.
What does
But it is.
toilet paper got to do with the war?
I don't know. It's transport.
No, come on, but the lorries is running in New Zealand.
That's what I can't understand. We have got. We're one of the biggest countries of producing milk.
Yeah,
But
but we
yet,
send everything out.
yeah,
The same
I don't
with
get it.
sheep. There's more sheep here than humans.
Mm.
Cows.
But isn't it the way in every country? I remember in South Africa, all the nice stuff got sent away, and
Yeah.
we were stuck with whatever's
And we had to buy kangaroo from Australia.
Yes,
I still say that is bloody kangaroo. That wasn't sheep.
those huge
You
pieces
don't
of
get
meat.
you don't get a sheep with a neck that long. That's a kangaroo, man. Come on.
Oh well.
Jeez.
But other stuff, I still struggle. I think it's probably just where I come from.
Yeah.
I struggle to buy clothes online.
I myself won't do that. I
Mm.
won't do that.
I see the young ones, they just
Oh, they do that.
shoes and clothes. But I've bought some swimwear online, which two of them were really great, and the other one was just crappy. I threw it
You
away.
bought 3.
Yes.
Okay, 2 was good, 1 bad.
Yeah.
So 33% failure right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Except if it was really cheap. I mean, otherwise it's a big loss if you start losing
yeah,
money that way.
it wasn't expensive. Otherwise, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
bought it. But yeah, I tend to buy online stationery for the office,
Okay.
and like
Oh
my
yeah, I see that comes from
postage
time to time.
bags
Yeah.
and stuff that I buy online, because otherwise I have to go and stand in the line. And it's so quick and easy. If I order something today, I sometimes receive it tomorrow, so you don't have to wait long.
We
So
can say
I don't
morning to
mind.
Felix on the other
Would
side.
it be-
Guys, what are you guys buying? Do you buy online? Do you shop physically in the shops? I love to go to places like Burnsko, even Ripco and Super Cheap, the car places. I like to see. I don't always go in and buy. I like to
That's the
see
thing. You
what
want to
is
see
there.
what's
Yeah.
there, and just I don't know. I'm just a visual person. I
And
want to see stuff.
And myself as well. I sometimes go in and I see, okay, this looks not too bad, but I won't buy it there.
Yeah.
I will now go back and watch 1 or 2 YouTube videos and see, or read a few reviews of whatever I saw there to see what people said about the product. Sometimes a product looks great, and then you see, nah, everybody complains it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Or you see, oh, people say you can buy this for $3 here and $20. That's it.
Yeah.
So.
And the thing is, the positive side to buying physically is you go in to buy something and you've got this specific brand in mind, but when you stand there, next to it is something a little bit cheaper maybe, or maybe more expensive, but with can do a lot more with, or it's just in a better,
Yeah.
it's just a better option. So I don't know. I just prefer.
Yeah, I find shopping interesting, especially if you see the way that people do shopping.
Mm,
We as men tend to walk straight to whatever
mm,
we want to do,
mm.
and then woman tends to go the zigzag.
Yeah, but that's where I get my kick from.
Okay, Felix says never buy shoes online. He's got 4 pairs to give away.
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of. That's
That's
what I'm
me
really
too.
afraid of.
And
So,
you know, I struggle to buy shoes physically in New Zealand. So how am I going to struggle if I have to do it
yeah.
online? The numbers, the sizes differ so much. They work
Mm.
in different numbers. So in South Africa, I used to wear a 6, and in New Zealand, it's an 8. So it just seems like you've got this huge,
I don't think your fetus is growing.
maybe, yeah, or a 38 shoe. I never,
That's me.
you know,
Okay.
so I feel like I just have to fit the shoe before I buy it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's another interesting thing to buy shoes. I like to go shoe shopping, but with the eyes, you get weird shoes, even for men.
Yeah, but you're just full of nonsense, man.
Nah, I struggle to find the ultimate shoe that sometimes I buy. I've got a few pairs that I can also probably give away, but
Mm.
um, the shoe's got to have a certain fit for me. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. I've got certain things that I want in a shoe. Sometimes those shoes looks like they've got everything until you wear them the second time. Or after 5 minutes of wearing them, you're probably going to throw them away as well. So I just find something here in New Zealand that I haven't found in South Africa. The size of the shoes. There's more bigger size shoes yet than in South Africa.
Okay.
I used to go into the mall, the local mall there in South Africa, and I would walk from the one side of the mall to the other side of the mall and buy and I'm talking about every size 12 that I could find in every store. And I would come back home with 3 pairs of shoes.
Mm.
That was that. There was no more size 12s.
Mm.
Yeah, I can go into the size 12s. It's by the heaps. You can get.
But are the men's sizes the same than in South Africa?
I haven't found a big thing. What I haven't seen yet, perhaps if I'm just looking like crap, I haven't seen the 12 and a half.
Yeah, but it's just funny. Why is the women's shoes when it was a 6 in
Of course,
South
women
Africa?
is different.
It's an 8 year, so you're supposed to wear a 40.
No, women are just different. 14 is about the flipper.
Look at Dion. Online shopping is dangerous for me. The more I see, I know it's
Oh,
the
yeah,
same.
yeah.
It's the same. They get a packet delivered almost every day, and it's always for Jan or for Zan. It's rarely for me and Elzon.
Okay. I never saw actually. I know Tiana's accidentally bought a roof rack.
Yes, and that happens.
A good question that he is asking: why is it cheaper online than in the shop? I think probably some of the shops
That is a
doesn't
good
have
question.
a real, or the online shops doesn't have real physical shops.
I don't know, but you know what? I have found that with these ladies shop here at the mall, Easy Buy, and I looked at stuff online, and then it's really cheap. It's like $9 for a shirt or whatever. And then when I go into the store, the same shirt is say $15 or $16 or maybe even more. But when I get to the counter, the lady always says, "Let's just have a look and see if it's not online." And if it's online, and then she takes the price that's online. Isn't that nice?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I see Lisa Leach saying you can always buy with cactus and khaki. Please send me your prospectus. What is that? Is a prospectus the right thing?
No, man.
I don't know. So send me that list that you buy off. I was actually thinking about them the other day when we bought shirts, and I couldn't find the specific.
So how
website.
does cactus and khaki numbers work? Is it the same as in South Africa, or is it New Zealand?
I think
numbers?
that was probably South African stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So you got a new favorite shop, probably.
No, but it's just good to know if you order a pair of shoes, what do you order? South African sizes or New Zealand sizes?
Yeah. So what's the least favorite thing you buy online, and what's the most favorite thing you buy online? Come, can anybody tell me? What's the most favorite thing, or what's the one thing you will never buy on online? If you can't find it in the shop, you won't buy it.
Shoes.
Okay. You said clothes as well, swimwear.
There's somewhere I'll buy online.
Mm. I'm always afraid when buying anything from AliExpress or these Chinese shops, you have
Mm,
tend sometimes to get the Maserati is about this size.
yeah. You
If
see,
it's cheap, there's a
what
reason
I've
why.
done once before, I've ordered dresses online too because they were so beautiful online.
Okay.
And the way that they described it, it really sounded really nice. And I love the colors. It's like these
Oh, you
vibrant
said the way
colors.
they described it was so there was pictures as well.
There was pictures.
Okay.
And the fabric, it seemed really nice.
Mm.
When it got here, it was it didn't fit me at all. It was like two sizes smaller than, and they gave me the chart to measure
Okay.
myself, but it didn't fit. And the fabric, it was like I don't know, like a sweaty
Mm.
kind of fabric. It's still lying there in the cupboard. I haven't even taken it
Yeah,
out. It was really cheap,
that's a
but
weird
still,
thing.
maybe it was because it was cheap.
We bought some shirts for the work, and the
Mm.
fabric felt all right until I wore it.
Yeah, then it
Was geez, those
I don't
things
know what.
immediately
Yeah,
let you sweat.
like a
Lisa
nylon
just
or
saying
something.
the sizes you asked about the sizes of cactus and khaki. That's an SA sizes, so South
Okay.
African sizes. So you probably have a look at the
Mm.
is it prospectus
They've got really
the
nice
website.
shoes. I've looked at it. Really
Okay,
nice valleys and stuff.
I'm just afraid of valleys.
Why?
I had valleys years ago. No, this is the last time I ever bought valleys. You gotta hear this. And we were walking, not very steep, but it was a bit drizzly. And those you get those carpets with of those valleys with the white stuff at the bottom,
Mm.
the white soles. My goodness, snot glad.
Yeah,
Like this, I was down on my bum in front of everybody.
it wasn't the shoes.
Now it was the shoes. I promise you. So yeah, as Felix says, AliExpress isn't so bad. I'm always worried about AliExpress. I'm really, it's with everything I buy from AliExpress. I was just always wondering if it's going to be the real thing that you get, because the prices is about 20% of what
I
you
know.
buy
It
anywhere
feels
else.
like it. I don't know. It's,
Feels like it can't
I
be.
know almost everything we buy is
Yeah,
made in China, but those
yeah.
feels like it's really just
Well,
China
behind me
made. I
there,
don't know.
you see that there is some radios on the shelf. I bought them from AliExpress.
Okay, they did.
They sell the same stuff down here for between $120 and $150 a radio. I bought those for about $25 each,
What?
and they are exactly the same thing.
Then you wonder how does it work?
Yeah,
How do they get to
yeah.
their prices?
That was what when I bought those. I bought four of those. I was
Mm.
actually so worried that it will be rubbish when they arrive here, but they were
You know,
absolutely good radios.
I was with two friends yesterday, and we actually had a discussion around fair trade, and it's just not
Mm.
a thing. I
No,
don't know where the people in New Zealand get their prices from. Even I don't want to. Yeah.
I don't name and
E-
shame anybody. Just
No. I'm not thinking about anyone specifically, but even the people that comes from the country where they import from,
mm,
they buy it from that country at a really good price.
yep.
Why do you want to come and sell it for 4 or 5 times that
Mm.
price in New Zealand? Why do you want to do that?
And the thing is, especially if you go and look at certain things, um, these shirts I bought 2 3 days ago,
Mm.
and they were shirts that I bought about a year ago. I know it's end of the range. I know it's end of the range. They had a 60% discount on those shirts, and those companies won't sell anything at a loss.
No. So what is that the margin of?
So they probably bought it at about 10% of the
I
cost.
know. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I
No,
suppose they have to pay the rent and they have to do
I do
so.
understand they have to
Yeah.
pay the rent, but
Still, if you sell online, there's no reason for you to put
it's
up
so
that
crazy. Yeah.
crazy amount of.
So
Yeah,
your favorite food place is Pack and Save,
it's not my favorite one, but it's the cheapest
the
one.
cheapest one,
Mm.
and I mean the quality of the products. They have never had any problems
No,
with the
we
quality of
haven't.
the products.
I am quite like Countdown, I must say. Countdown's looks a little bit more, especially the newer
Yeah.
Countdowns now. We've we have to.
But
Countdowns that
you
I
still
just love
buy
to buy
most
from.
of the stuff at Pack and Save.
I buy everything from
Yeah.
Pack and Save. Yeah.
Countdown, I find it's just a tad more expensive, eh?
Countdown.
Mm.
It is, It is a little bit more expensive. Um, if I'm close to a countdown and I don't need a lot of stuff, then I'll
Yeah,
just quickly pop in there and buy from there.
it's very much like
And
Woolies in South
there are
Africa.
some, you know, it's like a pick and pay. But some of the stuff that you sometimes need, you won't find at at Pack and Save.
Okay.
So then I'll go buy that. Some of the coffee
Mm.
beans that you use and stuff, I
All right.
can't find
All right.
at Pack and Save. So then I'll buy it from
And
Countdown.
an interesting thing, we were in the shops 2 days ago. Quickly, we were quickly around in there, and the shelves were quite empty of
It's
Kmart of
scary.
all places. I mean,
Not Kmart shelves are very rarely packed. It's almost
yeah, but they
always
were quite
empty.
weird empty. Um,
I don't know. It, I know in the past it had to do with COVID because of the. I don't know if it's still is the
mm,
shipping still delayed. Maybe the
not
shipping's still
not what I
delayed.
can hear that it's that far delayed. So
What was scary to me is when I was at Back and Save on Monday, there was no brown sugar, raw
none at
sugar,
all.
none.
Luckily, we don't really use brown sugar, but
I only buy brown
yeah,
sugar.
but it
We
could be
don't
essential for
use it.
people as well.
Yes,
So
there was a 10K packet. So then I was thinking maybe I should just buy a big one and just get a container and put it in there.
because it's 10 kgs of sugar.
Yeah, lost the 2 years probably.
So we would have sugar for the next 5 years.
Maybe we can just share someone then.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that could make sense.
I was thinking we're probably going back to with this. I don't know. I think this war thing is just going to push us back. You remember your mom still has one of those tins
Oh
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
floor
They
with
got the tins
the
with
flour
everything.
and the rice
Yeah.
and everything in. We're probably going back to that.
No, just another way to get your stuff spoiled in the long run. I can't believe that it won't get rotten over time.
I don't know how that. I suppose it was quite cold where they stored it.
Mm,
Must have been, huh?
must have been. I don't know. That's quite
It made
interesting.
me think of quite a bit of stuff that my grandma used to do, and I was wondering how she did it. And now she's like, yeah, I can't ask her.
You should have asked her before the time. So that's a problem with people dying. A lot of history going just
Yeah.
get thrown under the door, get lost. A lot of memories as well. So
Mm.
yeah. Ah, that's shopping versus online shopping. It's quite interesting. I like to shop online for stuff like fishing gear.
Mm.
To be quite frank.
I must say, New Zealand is really into the habit of
Mm,
buying online. There you can buy everything. Every single shop there is has got an online store,
mm.
and you will most probably find more stuff online than that there is in the shop. I'm
Yeah,
thinking of Briscoes, for instance. If you buy online, they have got a huge variety. In store,
it's really
not so
small.
much.
Mm.
So yeah, I
I think
think
it's all
that
about
makes a
space
difference.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I think that probably every store in every little town just buys whatever they know their people
Yeah.
will buy. So, but so online you can get everything, and it's the same. 2 days and you've got your stuff.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if there's any South Africans watching here, but in South Africa, my main concern always was, will my stuff be delivered? That was always my biggest concern. Now you buy an expensive thing, you always wonder, will it be delivered?
yeah,
So I actually bought a tablet the other day, which I thought was in Australia, and actually came also from Singapore. Believe it or not. Well, it arrived. They left it in front of my door. I picked it up about 4 or 5 hours later. It was like in front of my door.
maybe they had stock.
I don't know what. I actually contacted them and asked them where is it coming from. They said Australia. And
Okay.
when the tracking started, I saw it was also from
Mm-hmm.
Singapore. Looks like everything's happening in Singapore. So yeah, interesting. But it's quite safe. I do know some people's packages get delivered wrongly. I know some people's packages do disappear. So it's not like. Um,
Yeah, but
but on average,
it will
it
you will
yeah
receive it.
will receive it.
Yeah.
So it's always interesting for me because if you go to places, you see packages stacked up in front of people's doors. And it's just there. Yeah.
Shipping is still delayed, says Felix, because of the war and sanctions. Yes, and I suppose it will get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
I think it was just be prepared. Maybe I'll just go buy like 10 kgs of sugar.
And about 500,000 rolls of toilet paper. Why not just do it, man?
We are still limited to 2 packs of toilet paper. You can only buy 2 packs.
Really? I want to put this up here. Especially when you live in a smaller town, online shopping is what we need to do. Everything is in the main
Yes.
city. It is. But luckily, with the deliveries in New Zealand, it's not that bad. I've actually only had now. Now's the first time I can complain about stuff that I bought online that says overnight courier, and it took them about 4 days. I
Okay.
wonder if our post lady didn't have COVID or something, because
It's
there's quite a few
possible.
days that
Yeah.
there was no post down here.
Yeah.
Where we live is rural, and although we actually in the city, I don't know why it's rural, but by the way, we've got this nice little American type of post boxes outside our place, and we go and put our post in there, and then we clap the little flag up, and they come around to see the flags up, and they take your stuff, and they take that away, which
It's
is
really convenient.
very convenient. So, um,
So that's why I just buy my um, post bags online because then
mm,
I never have to go to the post shop.
that's right.
The bags get delivered, I put the stuff in, I put it in the post box, and there it goes. So it's really convenient.
I mean, it saves time and
Yeah.
saves a lot of time.
Yes, it does.
Because a lot of times when you get to the little post shops, they're smaller outlets, so you are in a little bit of a queue sometimes.
Mm.
I've been in that queue, especially down at the plaza, for about 4 or 5 people in front of me. It took me at least half an hour
Yeah.
because everybody wants to find out how you are and how's the health and the
You must
dogs. And
just
I was patient. I promise I
I just
was.
wanted to say
I was
when you go
patient.
shopping
Mm.
you should give yourself enough time to shop and wait and
Shop and wait
relax.
and relax.
Yes.
I don't do that. I know what I want to buy, go and buy that. And sometimes when I'm looking for a thing, especially when I'm online shopping, I've got about 10 tabs open on my computer, and it takes me 3 or 4 days just to make the right decision for what I want to buy. Sometimes it's stuff that I know I can't buy something that will fail me. Because if it's something that I use in the bush and it breaks down there,
You
I'm stuck.
spend way too much time online. Way too much.
That's, it's one of those
I
things.
thought I was not good at making decisions, but oh my word, 5 days.
No. I promise you. The thing is, if I buy specific stuff, I don't want to buy this and it breaks tomorrow. I want to buy, even if it costs me double the price or 10 times the price. I want to buy something that is really, really good and will really, really work for me. So, okay. So Lisa is going to send us this morning cactus and khakis. What is that? A prospectus or a website or
It's a brochure or just
or
a
just a?
link to her online shop.
Send me the link to your online shop. So,
Yeah, it's new lingo. Everyone sends everyone links to whatever. Yeah,
I mean,
it
in the
works.
good old days, you'd say, "Post me a brochure, and it'll take 3 weeks, and it'll
Yeah.
arrive, and you
It's
look through
really
that."
convenient, I must say, the way that online
But it
shopping
is.
works. It's really
It is.
convenient.
You just need to get the right stuff.
Yeah.
She's put it up, cactus.
Thank you.
Okay, now you gotta remember it's my personal profile. I'm gonna have a look a little bit later.
Mm.
So, and then we'll give some feedback on cactus and khaki. All right, guys, time has come and gone. Just want to quickly remind everybody about the fishing competition on the 2nd of April. It's actually starting to become huge.
Have you got a lot of participants?
Now we haven't got. We've got more sponsors at the current stage than
I
participants.
know, man.
Council has stepped in. Tauranga Fishing Club has stepped in. We're going to use their premises. Uh, I've got. Oh my goodness! I'm not going to name the sponsors, but the main sponsors this morning is still Sterling, JV Financial Services, and then Boxshore has came in with a heap of lures for the fishing guys. They're not going to give you meat. They're going to give you lures and stuff. Because you fish good, now you can go and fish better.
But just explain to me, is it only for fishing off the boat?
No. We're going to do. We decided now we're opening it. Either can
Okay.
fish from land, from your jet ski, from your boat. Bring your mother's bath. If that can float, use it. So it's open for everybody.
Okay.
Saturday, the 2nd of April.
Yeah.
And then we have Expedition Aotearoa trip the weekend after Easter.
The last weekend in April.
Yeah, the last weekend of April. We have an Expedition Aotearoa trip up north. Going to do 19-mile beach, Aripara.
I think that's almost fully booked.
I think we haven't even opened the bookings yet, and we're over 12 vehicles. There's a reason why we already have 12 vehicles. But we'll open the bookings. We have made some extra capacity. Capacity. I got to get my lingo right this morning. We have made some extra capacity, and it looks like we can accommodate about 20 to 25 vehicles. I know it sounds a lot, but we have made a plan yesterday. The plan is written down there. So it is a lot. So we had to change the whole thing. We had to change the whole thing. So
But it's always really
it's
nice.
always
It's
really
really
nice.
nice. I
And
must say, after the last one, I never wanted to go with, and now I'm just so excited
now
for
I've
you.
suddenly got somebody in house who asked me, "When are we going?" I said, "Do you want me out of the house?" No, I want to go with.
You know
All
what?
right.
I think it's just that companionship,
Yeah.
um, and with the ladies and the children, and oh, I don't know. It's just the whole atmosphere is just wonderful. You'll really like it,
Yeah.
and there'll be a shower because I don't go.
The next one we've
It's really,
very
really
civilized. We've got
yes.
showers. Now we've got real built-in. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are we going to
I haven't even told her.
Oh well, now
Just
I'm
know
super excited.
we're going to a camping ground.
Okay.
And I've already made provision with them yesterday. I'm just waiting for the general manager to come back to me regarding the braai. Can we braai, meneer? Can we braai?
And Tian is saying it must be the lekker wine. Tian sponsored a bottle of wine
Oh,
for
yeah.
every lady that went on the last trip.
So-
Yeah, it's not just because of the wine, but you can do it again.
Tiana, I think we must press your button again for the wine there. So,
And
Yeah.
Lisa's saying she's got a number 12 sheet for him.
oh my goodness.
You can buy that for the wedding.
No, man.
Okay, whatever. We'll discuss it later.
Actually, I actually want to go to the wedding with what's plucky slops.
No, it's not.
Why not? It's going to be
Okay.
hot. All right, guys. See you all. Stay good.
Bye.
Bye.
More Benita.